Morning, afternoon, evening people, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm in the kitchen making sugar syrup. So a little video talk about occasions we feed bees sugar syrup and what ratio sugar syrup we're using at different times of the year, and then we're going to make some. I'll show you how I make it. Now, when do we feed bees sugar syrup? Well, 3 occasions, 2 really, and the third is miscellaneous. So we feed bees sugar syrup in the spring and in the autumn, and we use different ratios at those 2 different times, which I'll talk about towards the end of the video when we're making the syrup. So in the spring we feed bees 1:1 sugar syrup, and that is to stimulate the queen's laying, stimulate brood production. So the bees think there's a honey flow on, queen starts, they signal the queen to lay, the queen lays, and then when the real honey flow starts, hopefully we've got a nice big population, we can cash in on the honey flow. In the autumn we feed bees 2:1 sugar syrup. That is to get them up to weight, so they've got enough stores to get through winter. The reason we use a 2:1 ratio in the winter is because the bees are going to take that syrup down, they're going to store it away the same way they do honey, and they're going to dry it out. So the less moisture there is in that syrup, the quicker the bees can dry it and cap it. The third occasion, miscellaneous. So let's say you've just done a split. Just on a split, I'll feed the bees because they have a lack of stores, help them build up nicely. Occasionally I'll feed bees if I'm trying to get frames drawn. If there's like a light honey flow on and I want to get some frames drawn, give them those extra resources. Now it takes bees 3 times the amount of resources to draw frames as it takes to produce honey. Other occasions is if there's a dearth. So sometimes you get something called the June gap, which I don't really get where I'm living, where the spring crops are finished flowering, the summer crops haven't started flowering yet. So there's no forage out there for the bees. So if we've taken the spring honey off, we've taken the honey away, they produce off that spring honey flow, there's no honey flow on for them, so we're going to feed them. We also feed a weak colony if we want to build them up. Okay, so ratios, pretty self-explanatory. 1:1, 2:1. 1:1 will be a kilo of water to a kilo of sugar, or a pound of water to a pound of sugar. 2:1 is double the sugar. So 2 kilos of sugar to 1 kilo of water, or 2 pounds of sugar to 2 pounds of water. Anyway, so I'm going to make some syrup up now. Now I'm not feeding the bees today, it's raining on and off all day today. Tomorrow's going to be nice, so I'm going to feed them tomorrow, and I will do a video on that. And when I film that, I will put that video on the screen up here at the end of this video if you want to see that. Now, my method's very time consuming, depends how much you're making. I'm only making 4 or 5 kilos at a time. So I've got this 2 litre jug. Because we're doing 2:1 sugar syrup, I've got a kilo of sugar in there, 1,000 grams. Then what I do is zero the scales. Now you're always best off weighing your water rather than measure it with the measuring jug. So what scales zero, I've got 500 ml of water in there now. This is a 2:1 mixture. A spoon. Give it a mix. Get the sugar nicely dissolved in the water. Now I do have a 10 litre jug that I usually use for sugar syrup, but I can't find it. I haven't seen it since springtime. Last time I used it, I don't know where I put it, I can't find it. So I've got a 2 litre and a 3 litre bottle, so that'll give me 5 litres to get me going. What I do then is I go ahead and do the same again until I've made up as much sugar syrup as I need. So there, that's how I make my sugar syrup to feed my bees. I'll feed them tomorrow. If you do want to see that video, hit the subscribe button, and I will put it on the screen here right now after I've filmed it. So I hope you found that useful. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.